Alright, this is a little bit late, but we got the Gameinformer here, and it's all good because I'm getting it out. So happy Columbus Day to you guys if you're seeing it then. If not, you're seeing it a few days later. It's all good. We're going to go over what's inside the Gameinformer. For those of you that don't get it, I got it, and I'm going to tell you what's in it. So first off, we got a big old picture, first two pages of Skyrim. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. So this one is obviously it's going to be for all three systems. Well, I guess it's going to be for all platforms: PS3, PC, and Xbox 360. It's going to be released 11/11/11. So make sure you make a wish on that day. No, I'm just playing. Anyways, though, Skyrim, it looks pretty cool. For me, I'm not going to purchase it. I have heard a lot of people talking about it. Have actually had some of you guys ask me specifically what I thought about this game. Graphic-wise, looks pretty sweet. As far as what I saw from screenshots, I didn't dig too deep, but I did look over a few things, looked over a few little, overviews and things like that. Also looked through here, which there wasn't a whole lot in here this month anyway. But I looked over some stuff, and from the screenshot-wise, it looked decent. It wasn't blowing me away by any means. That from what I saw doesn't mean that those were advanced graphics, graphics that were close now. Maybe they were early on graphics. I don't know. I'm not going to judge it. But in the past, it has been known for its graphics. So hopefully it won't let us down this month, or this release, I guess you could say. And for those of you that are fans, go ahead and purchase that. For those of you that are not, it looks pretty decent. For me, it's heavily story-based from what I read about it. I haven't bought any of the previous ones, and for me, story-based games, they're not my favorite. They're not one of my big things. It's not really what I do. But if I was into story-based games, this would probably be pretty high up on my list. So make sure you check this one out. Again, it's released 11/11/11. Really easy to remember. Check it out. Next up in the magical book of magical games and promises is Forza Motorsport 4. This is an Xbox 360 exclusive. If I own the Xbox, I would most likely, definitely, probably be picking this up. Again, though, I'm also getting Battlefield 3 and Modern Warfare 3, so I got a bunch, I got two big games on the list for this month, and that's going to hold me all the way through the holiday season, plus farther, I'm sure. But, for me, around the holidays, I don't pick up a whole crap load of games because, yes, I got more time to play them, but usually there's big releases like Call of Duty and now Battlefield. I'm a real Battlefield. I'm becoming to be a big Battlefield promoter, and that's what I'm into. But we're not talking about that. So if I was a Forza fan before, I'd definitely pick this one up. Obviously, it's just going to continue on what was before. And from before, I have played Forza Motorsport 3. It was good. It was fun. It was awesome. I had a great time playing it. I love everything's basically right in that game. Everything, from what like I said, I didn't own the game. I played it multiple times, so I don't know. I'm sure there were things that were wrong with it, but from what I saw from an outside perspective, kind of, picking it up casually every once in a while, it was well done. It was awesome. Graphic-wise was great. The way that everything performed was pretty realistic in my opinion, and I liked the way they did it. One thing that for me personally, a lot of you racing fans really like this. The game laps were just freaking absurdly long. It was just like 100 laps or whatever it was. Sometimes even more than that, I think. I'm not really sure, but that's too much for me. We pushing 10 laps is pushing it. If you do 10 laps, I'm like, okay, come on now, it's done. Let's wrap it up. Come on now. But then again, people like watching NASCAR. I'm not that I hate on NASCAR. I've been to a NASCAR race before. Just not really my thing. I went to say I did it. I did it. I had fun. It was actually a lot of fun. And I probably won't ever do it again. But Forza 4, pick that one up if you're a racing fan. If you're not, if you're looking for a good racing game, really good racing games haven't really come out in a while. Last Gran Turismo has been a little while. In fact, I don't even know. I think there was a Need for Speed that came out. But Need for Speed is falling apart in my opinion. Lately, the releases have not been up to par as what they used to be back in the day. Again, given back in the day there weren't as many competitors. But I think Forza, most of you will agree, is on the top of the market at this day and age. So if you're a racing fan, pick this up. If you're looking for another racing game to put on the shelf, hang around, go for career mode, all that stuff, probably going to be the one to go for. One coming out for all three systems this time is going to be Syndicate. Its due date sometime in 2012, no official date as of in the book right now. I'm sure there might be one on the line. But if you also want to check for sure, check in the description, check in the text below, above, wherever there's text with this video. If there is a release date out at the time that I put this together, they will all be down in the description, as well as what systems they go for, and a little bit of a blurb about what my personal opinion is on that game. So Syndicate, it's been around for a while. Apparently, I have heard of it, I think, before, but I've never played it. Again, never played these kind of games. So a lot of these are going to be from an outside perspective, but this kind of looks like Deus Ex to me. You're a little bit of a robot kind of guy, and except for you don't have the guns and weapons like be part of your arm and like screw on, and well, they don't, you know what I'm saying though, they're not part of you, the weapons, but it looks kind of cool. It says it's got online, 4-player online. Now that's a little bit small for me. I'm assuming that's going to be like a 4-player online co-op. I'm assuming, I don't know for sure, but that would be cool. I like 4-player online co-ops when they allow you to do that. That's pretty cool. I like playing co-op online. I won't, That's the only time I really like actually playing through single-player stuff, is if you have a co-op. Even 2-player co-op is fun. 4-player, the more the merrier. You know what I'm saying? So this looks kind of cool. It is a it's a first-person shooter. That's what it looks like from the pictures, anyway. I like the games that you're actually a robot, kind of sometimes, because when you can see different things. Like there's pictures here of you, seeing like X-ray vision, or sort of like their arteries through the person. I like that. Even like the Batman games let you do that, kind of see people glowing, like different visions and things like that. I think it's cool that you can do that, or that's why I like the Modern Warfare games. The older Call of Duties, World at War, it's cool, but I don't know. I like the newer Call of Duties with just the new, different things, recent update, things like that. Even SOCOM, things like that. SOCOM really got me into the Modern Warfare era, so to speak. But I think it's cool. It looks like one to definitely check out. It's released sometime in 2012, so I'm sure we'll have more information on this eventually. This will probably go on my maybe list, depending on how everything plays out and turns out, how it continues to develop, and information released to us up till the date it comes out. But it looks decent in my opinion from what I can see here. I read a little bit about it here. Not a whole lot of information. There's about, page and a half, not even, of this. So check it out, do some research on your own, or check below if I did add some more information on it. Another one right around the corner for the PS3 fans. All you guys at PlayStation have been around a while on this platform. It's coming out on October 18th. Can you guess what it is? That's just like a couple days from now. It's going to be Ratchet & Clank All for One. Now, I played it on PS2 a lot. I never owned it. I never owned a PS2. For those who don't know, I was on GameCube on PS2. Yes, I was Nintendo. I'm ashamed to say it, but I had the GameCube, because who doesn't want a game system? It's a cube. It's a cube, and it games, and it's a cube, and it's cool, and that's why I bought it. But back to the game, Ratchet & Clank. I have the first one that came out on the PS3. In fact, it might actually still be sealed. I don't know if I actually ever opened it and played it. To be honest with you, it might actually be on my shelf up here, still sealed up. But anyways, I never played the other one that came out, but I'm a big Ratchet & Clank fan when it comes to it. I played the PSP ones, like I said. I played a lot of games on PSP. But it was fun. They're fun games. They're creative. They're fun. It's good as a game if you want to break away kind of from the normal first-person shooter that everyone plays. You want to get away, play something different. You don't maybe feel like playing a racing game necessarily. This one makes you think. It's puzzles, and it's fun to freaking tear people apart. It's just cartoonish. It's cool. It's just it's in its own category of its own, and I like it. I think it's definitely worth checking out, but being as I still have the one that's sealed on the shelf, haven't even bought the second one, probably won't be picking this up on launch day, but I'm sure a lot of you guys will. Now, one that's near and dear to my heart, not really, but for you PC gamers, is Stronghold 3. I've never played Stronghold. Apparently there's been previous ones, because this is the 3rd edition of this. Stronghold 3 looks like a newer, updated, more... it looks like a revived, refreshed, breathed new life into the game of Age of Empires. And I know Age of Empires 3 came out. I never bought that because I just wasn't into it when it came out. I kind of grew out of it. But it's fun. I'm sure this game would bring back memories for me. It looks cool. I actually took the time to watch some trailers for this game and even gameplay and stuff, being as it came out on October 4th. And so it's already been out for a little bit. It looks cool to me. I've always enjoyed this stuff, these kind of games like this, building your empire kind of thing. And it's more manly than playing The Sims, you know what I'm saying? So people don't walk in your house and you'd be like playing The Sims, and then they're like, what the? What? And then you're like, it's Stronghold 3, man. That's what I was playing. It's Stronghold 3. Okay, you get the idea, right? Do you get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm trying to say. So check it out. It's cool. You build your castle, you build your empire, you build your village, you pillage other villages, you grow your empire, and you take over other parts of the world till there's no one else left and you own the world. That's the general synopsis of the game here, I think, from what I'm, what I get, and that's kind of what I remember from Age of Empires and what I think they put in this game. And if they did put all that in this game, with the graphics that this game looks like it has, they are pretty well off to succeed, because the graphics that really makes this game. Look up this game, look up a trailer for this game and watch in HD. These graphics are freaking amazing. It's crazy, and for such a big game with such a big maps and stuff, to have all these graphics, A+++ for you guys. I wish I was more of a PC gamer, because I probably most definitely would pick this up, but I don't even think my computer could probably handle it. And want to take everybody home with as we wrap this Gameinformer overview up for this month is Saints Row the Third, PC, Xbox 360, and PC, as I just said. These games look fun. They look like a lot of fun. It's, again, a game sort of in it. It's just, everybody likes freaking doing crimes and running from the cops in a video game sense. Some people take it too far and actually do that, and now you're in prison and probably not watching my videos. I hope not anyways, because that's a little creepy. But anyways, hey man, it's fun. It's fun to be able to do stuff in video games that you probably shouldn't be doing in real life, and it looks fun. There's a lot of, it actually looks pretty crazy. I didn't realize in the last ones, to be honest with you, that they had such, I thought it was more of a realistic game than it looks like. I mean, it looks like, to me, I can't really tell if this is a motorcycle, or it looks like a motorcycle that's floating, or maybe it's in pieces and they're flying through. I can't really tell. But there's like spaceships or like airplanes and things like that, and hey man, I'm all for it. If you're gonna, I think that it would fit with this game, sort of being an unrealistic game, but being realistic at the same time, if you know what I'm saying, like unrealistic things in the game, but making them have, obey the laws of physics, so to speak. You know what I understand. You know what I'm saying. You get what I'm trying to say. This looks like a sweet game. Again, not going to be one that I'm going to pick up, as the online is TBA, to be announced. It's supposed to be released November 15th, and it's 1 to 2 players offline. And for me, I'm not a fan of this series. I didn't pick up the last one, but I am a fan in the way of saying that if I were to have extra money, and mostly a lot of the reason why I don't pick up these games is because I don't have extra time to play through them all. If I had extra time, I'd pick this one up. So we have a lot of positive ones this month. A lot of times I'm not so positive about the games here and picking things out, but looks like we're all pretty positive this month. I actually set up a sort of a layout for this one, so we had a couple exclusives from each system, and then we also had a couple that were across the board for everybody. So I hope you kind of liked the layout. It was a little bit more organized, I hope. I'm also throwing out this information at the end of the video instead of in the beginning, for those of you who actually follow my stuff and want to know what's going on. Those of you that don't have already left, most likely. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Look forward to the next Gameinformer overview next month. Hopefully I'll have it out on November 1st instead of like the 8 days later or whatever it is today. So check it out. Thanks for watching. You'll see me in a few days.